Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to our online learning initiative Ekalaiva.
Today, I am going to explain about projectile motion. Any body projected into space such that it moves under the effect of gravity alone is called projectile. And the path followed by a projectile is called its trajectory. Usually, the path of the projectile will be a parabolic path. Actually, a projectile which executes two independent motions simultaneously. One is the uniform horizontal motion and the other one is uniform accelerated downward motion. And in today's topic, I am going to explain about horizontal projection. So today our topic is horizontal projection. So first let us consider this is the ground level and let us consider the point O which is at a height of h from the ground level. And now we are going to assume a body is projected horizontally with velocity u So a body is projected horizontally with velocity u from this point O, and we know that this point which is at a height of h from the ground level or above the ground level. And already I told you that the body is under the influence of two independent motions. One is the uniform horizontal velocity u and another one is vertical downward accelerated motion with constant acceleration g. So here the velocity of the body is u. And because of the combined effect of the two motions, that is one is the uniform horizontal velocity and another one is the vertical downward accelerated motion, this body which will move along the path O, P and A. This is the point where the body will touch the ground, and here we have taken the point during its travel. Okay. So now let us consider what will be the velocity of the body at this point P. Here its velocity is v. First, let us prove what is the trajectory of the projectile. So we are going to prove that the trajectory of the projectile is a parabola. So in order to prove this, so first we are going to see what is the trajectory of the projectile. So this is the point from where we are throwing the object, and here its velocity is u, and after a time t, suppose we are assuming this point P, that is we can also consider when it reaches this point, that is P of x comma y. So from here, so this is here x axis, and this will be here y axis. What is the horizontal distance covered by the body? So the horizontal distance covered by the body in time t is given by x is equal to distance is equal to velocity into time. So here its initial velocity u and the time is t. So x is equal to ut. Therefore, we know that time t is equal to x by u. Now, let us find what is the vertical distance traveled by the body. The vertical distance traveled by the body in time t is given by we know from the second equation of motion, s is equal to ut plus half at square. So here this vertical distance will be taken as y, and the initial horizontal velocity is 0 into t half gt square. So this is equal to half gt square. So because for vertical motion, u is equal to 0. Because its horizontal velocity is u. But for vertical motion, u will be taken as 0. So now y is equal to half g. What is here? T is equal to x by u. Already you know that. So x by u the whole square. So you will get g divided by 2u square into x square. Okay. So this g divided by 2u square will be taken as a constant k. So y is equal to kx square, or k is equal to, I told you that g divided by 2u square, and this is a constant. As y is a quadratic function of x, so the trajectory of the projectile is a parabola. So as y is a quadratic function of x, the trajectory is nothing but path. Trajectory of the projectile is a parabola. So once again, let us consider this point P. So from here, this will be at a distance of, that is x here, and this will be the vertical distance y, and now at this point, this is the velocity v, and this will be again resolved into two components, that is by be the vertical velocity, and here again this will be bx. So, and let us consider this point will be taken as, that is this angle will be beta. And what is range? Range is nothing but the horizontal distance traveled by the body is range. Okay, I told you that this is our ground. So please remember all these things, children. So we proved that the path of the projectile is a parabola. Next, we are going to find what is time of flight. That is, what is time of flight? Time of flight is nothing but the total time for which the projectile remains in its flight. That is from O to A. So what is the time taken by the body to travel this? That is from O to A. Okay, so from O to A, what is the time taken by the body, which is nothing but time of flight. Then we are also going to calculate what is horizontal range. That is, horizontal range is nothing but the distance covered by the projectile during its time of flight. That is, which is equal to OA is equal to R. Okay, so this horizontal distance will be considered as range. So first let us start with what is the time of flight. Then we'll go for what is the horizontal range, and also we are going to find what is the velocity of the projectile at any instant. So now let us find what is the expression for time of flight. So let us consider capital T be the time of flight. So first, in order to find the time of flight, we need to find what is the, that is for the vertical downward motion of the body, or the vertical downward motion of the body. S is equal to ut plus half at square. Okay, or you can write that S is nothing but vertical distance. That is, here we are going to take H. So H is equal to, so already we know that this U will become 0 for the vertical motion, and 0 into T plus half gt square. G be the acceleration due to gravity. So, and again here we are calculating time of flight, right? So, which will be represented by capital T. So, T square. So, H is equal to half G T square, or T is equal to root of 2H divided by G. So, this is the formula to calculate the time of flight. Next, let us calculate what is horizontal range. horizontal range is represented by R. So horizontal range is nothing but distance. So how will you calculate distance? Normally distance can be calculated by using the formula velocity into time, right? So here range is equal to horizontal velocity, okay? So horizontal velocity into time of flight. Time of flight. So R is equal to, what is our horizontal velocity? U. Then what is time of flight? Root of 2h divided by g. So this is the formula to calculate horizontal range. So this is for time of flight. So first we proved that the path of the projectile is a parabola. Then we got the relation for time of flight and for horizontal range. Now we are going to find what is the velocity of the projectile at any instant. That is, we are going to find what is the velocity at this point P. So at this point P, what is the velocity? Velocity will be V. And this velocity V has two rectangular components, that is horizontal components Vx and vertical component Vy. So let us consider this horizontal component Vx will be taken as U, and the vertical component of velocity Vy is equal to, that is normally V is equal to U plus At, right? Here U plus Gt. So U be the, for vertical motion, U will be 0 is equal to Gt. So how will you calculate the resultant velocity at point P here? So velocity of the projectile at any instant. So the resultant velocity at point P is V is equal to root of Vx square plus Vy square. So what is Vx? U. So U square plus what is Vy? Gt. So G square T square. Okay. So this is the velocity of the projectile at any instant. And now let us assume this velocity V, which makes an angle beta with the horizontal. Then what is tan beta? Tan beta is equal to Vy by Vx. So again, what is Vy? Gt. What is Vx? U. So we can also find the angle beta is equal to tan inverse of Gt divided by U. So in the next class, let us discuss about angular projection. Hope all of you understood this horizontal projection. So we proved that path of the projectile is a parabola, and we got the relation for time of flight and for horizontal range, and also we calculated what is the velocity of the projectile at any instant. To receive our online lessons, please press the subscribe button and you will receive the latest updates. Thank you, students.